Jobs suck. But did they really have to? Let's talk about that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Video Call-In Show. That show that invites you to be a live video guest on this program to talk about whatever you want to talk about. I don't care if it's the topic of the day, current events, personal promotion, or just chew the fat. It doesn't matter to me. You'll just come in and talk to a good old Jim. That is me. I am your host, Jim, of the Video Call-In Show. And I will be here for about the next hour to learn and listen to and about you. So, having said that, joining is real easy. All you've got to do is use this link right here. Put it in your browser. That'll get you downloading Zoom. Once you download and go into that meeting right there, why, you'll show up in the waiting room, and I'll bring you up in the order of appearance. Now, if you don't want to do that, then of course, there's another link just like that in the description box below if that helps you out. Otherwise, you can just visit zoom.us, click on Join a Meeting, put in that meeting number. You'll still be in the waiting room. I take them as they come. Now, like I said, I'm here for about an hour, so first come, first serve. And I apologize if I don't get to everyone. That's just that's going to be a problem later, and I'm trying to plan ahead for that sort of thing. So, but welcome aboard, everyone. Who do we have aboard? Oh, by the way, if that's content that sounds cool to you, you might want to be on the show. Hit that subscribe button right now. Ring that bell so you don't miss an episode. So, who do we have so far? We've got Sparks Family TV. How you doing, buddy? I just was on his stream earlier, just chatting about. Sorry, I missed you last night. Some reason I had you up, but you dropped off. Well, maybe we can talk about that because you said you wanted to come on the show. Bob Dip, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Let's see. We've got Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch. Adam, how you doing? I'm not going to say hello to Nightbot. Sammy, Studio Geek 32. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Tim Yawn, it's been a little while, bud. Hope everything's okay up there up north. Susan Hamilton, always a pleasure to see you, hun. Bearded Tech Guy, hello, hello, hello. And we've got Above and Beyond Drones. Jim, how you doing this evening? Good to see you. Dole Wib Dad, always a pleasure having you aboard. And let's see, Manuel Goffey, how you doing, buddy? Patty Broussard, welcome to the show, hon. Always good to see you as well. Bruin Kitty, I think you've been here before, but welcome back if so. Viewed this, Tony, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Juneau County Droner, welcome to the show, my friend. Welcome to the show. Hey, and Tony's Reviews. Welcome, guys. So happy you could join me today. Now, before I get into tonight's topic, or maybe I should save this for a bit, but maybe I'll repeat it because it bears repeating. As most of you know, or if you're watching this show after the live stream has processed, you'll know that I put out two videos the last two nights. The last two nights. No. I beg your pardon. Monday and Tuesday. And they were all about the Vox Adpocalypse. That's so doesn't roll off the tongue. Am I right? But anyway, I did two of them. Monday night, when I went up to look at it on a unrelated channel, that show did not show up in my subscriptions, recommended. Tuesday night show, which was a follow-up and allowed you folks to give your opinion on Vox Adpocalypse, did not show up in my recommended feed based on subscriptions. Full disclosure, it's another account I have. I've subscribed to it just to see, how it looks from the other side. Not only that, but last night's show was top left, first one. What do you think that says? I know what it says. And I'm very, very disappointed in it. Very disappointed. They apparently, and this is anecdotal, I get it, but it was an experiment without a proper setup, and it proved what I suspected immediately, that they are constantly manipulating the algorithm to specific content, and it's real time. Yes, Jim, censorship. It's real time, And it's pathetic, to be honest with you. It's absolutely pathetic. That is keeping information, even if it is about YouTube. I don't give two craps about that. All right. So my traditional life, that is fine. See, that's the wonderful thing about this show. I start out with a topic, and yeah, I'm going to yammer on here for about 5 minutes. I've already got two guests in the waiting room. I'm going to yammer on for about 5 or 10 minutes about the topic in case it interests someone wants to come on and talk about their dream job. Because I think everybody has a dream job. Now, they may not know it, they may not be living it, they may be living it, but the point is they have one. I'm going to tell you about mine first. Honestly, outside of the headaches of what I just described a second ago, and how things can go hideously wrong with forces you cannot control, I love doing this. I really have a good time doing it. The toughest part about this job is actually coming up with subject matter. The easiest job is talking to you folks because you make it easy. So thank you for that. Number one. Um, yeah, see now, my traditional life. By the way, welcome back to the show, hon. She tagged me, and that's how I immediately saw that. And then of course, Dole of Dad says, or wait, let me start before that, which I already did. Censorship. Howdy, Arthur. How you doing? I see you in the waiting room. It's politically incorrect to YouTube, right? Yes, absolutely, Jim. Above and Beyond Drones, it absolutely is. Dole of Dad says that YouTube doesn't want to recommend it. No, they don't. Which I think is chicken shit as hell. Of course, I just read that one. Brandon B, what's up, Brandon B? I am doing fantastic, my friend. Thank you for asking, and thanks to all of you for asking. I don't know what that means, Tim. I mean, I know what one is, but I don't know what you're referring to. So I'm just going to leave that one on the cutting room floor, as it were. So anyway, this is just one of them. You know, I have so many. Yeah, I know, right? And actually, this is the first time a single stream has struggled this much in a long time with YouTube. I don't know what's going on there. I hope this isn't herky jerky or buffering to you folks. That would really bum me out. So anyway, dream job. Yes, of course, Tim. I should have known. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add that one to my list. Thanks, No Web Dad. Appreciate that. Ralph's Trucking, how you doing? So anyway, that and I'm a creator even offline. You guys have heard me. Sweet. You guys have heard me talk about things that I love to do. There's no shortage of them. And if I was able to do those on a regular basis, I'd be a very happy man, as long as I was making enough that kept me happy. Because when you get to a certain age, you drop the romanticism and you find out that you've got to be much more practical. Okay, so I've already got 3 folks in there now. So without further ado, so that I can, if anybody else wants to come on, now's the time, because it's first come, first serve. And I only take as many as I can in about an hour. Sometimes I'll go longer. Sometimes may have to go shorter if the day is my next day is going to be busy. You've got to remember that this is not my full-time job yet. And I really have to limit it. So I don't get burned out. Right. So anyway, like I said, let me clear this guy, or just fix it for a moment. Okay. All right. I'm going to bring in Arthur. You'll have to stop watching the YouTube video and go to the Zoom video, and you let me know. Oh, you've got your mic muted. Can you hear me, Arthur? Arthur, are you there, my friend? I can't hear you. Well, your mic just went mute again. I've unmuted your mic, and see if you can talk to me, bud. Yeah, I can't hear it. Keeps muting. Are you muting the mic or try unmuting the mic there, bud? There you go. Lower left corner of your Zoom interface. While Arthur's doing that, have I missed anyone in the chat? I don't believe I have. Awesome, awesome. Now again, you'll see Nightbot will probably ask you if you got questions. In fact, I think I saw one. Then go ahead and tag me so that I can see them. I can't guarantee that I'll see all of them. I try to devote as much attention as I can to the guests I have on the air. I do glance over at them, and that's why I need that tag so it turns up nice, big, and red, and I can see it. Arthur, I'm going to unmute you again. All right, I have unmuted you, Arthur. If you can, turn off the YouTube audio if you're listening to it, and it keeps muting you. No, that didn't work. That didn't work. Well, Arthur, shake your head yes if you can hear me in Zoom. You can. Okay. Now go down to the lower left of your Zoom interface and make sure you've got the right mic chosen and there's not a big red slash through it. Lower left of the Zoom interface. There you go. So how is everyone doing in the chat, by the way? Type in, tell me how you guys are actually making out there. Hair that's happy. How you doing? Good to see you back. I don't know what to do, Arthur. I can't unmute your mic for some reason. Let me put you in the back in the waiting room, and then I'll try my next guest. I want to make sure that this isn't a Zoom issue. So hang out with me a little bit longer, Arthur. All right. Hello, Angel.
Hey, Grandpa Jim.
How are you?
I'm doing well. It seems as though it's working fine for me. Can you hear me, Grandpa Jim?
I can hear you just fine, my friend.
Can anyone see me? Because it seems as though the camera is not like focusing on both me and you. You might have to change it.
No, I can see you just fine. Yeah, I don't have you called up yet. Give me a second here.
Oh, you're testing something out right quick?
No. I have to make sure that I get you on here before I actually bring you up on the air. Now you're on the air.
Thanks.
So it worked for Angel. That's good. That's good news. We'll just have to work with Arthur a bit more. Arthur, I'll be with. Hang on, Angel. Hang on. Calm down. Now, as soon as we'll hang out here for about 5-10 minutes, Angel, and then we'll get back with Arthur. How's that sound, buddy?
Yeah, that's fine, and you can bring me back up if you want to.
Cool. So what's on your mind tonight?
Well, what's on my mind is basically the stuff that I've done today, because earlier today I went to Wendy's for lunch, and then afterwards I got back home, and just recently I went to a place here in my area called it's like a Thai place that is like a tea and ice cream. I'm not sure. This was a smoothie that I got over there.
That's a smoothie?
Yeah, it's a smoothie, and it was like super thick because some of the cream was heavy whipped.
Oh, I see. Looks delicious.
But I'm just happy that they did not make me nay-nay.
Make you nay-nay.
Watch me whip.
Oh. That's what I thought you were referring to, but I couldn't be sure.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to. And I also got some laundry done, and I also got some more packing tape, because the tape that I was using before is not like strong at all. Some of it is coming loose on some of the boxes. So I wanted to get a more thicker tape so that way it could stay sealed when I start packing up more stuff in boxes.
Right. Good plan. And you've still got a while, right? You're not moving until August.
Not until August 1st, but I'm going to be spending the rest of June on YouTube and such. But I'm most likely I'm going to be taking more time off of YouTube to get things finished.
I see. I see. Cool. Cool. Well, Angel, we've already kind of talked about this a little bit. Do you have a dream job?
Well, some people say I would be a great speech person because I have a great voice that's super fast and super loud, and a message that some people might be able to understand more.
Hmm.
But one job that I've always had an interest that I watch a lot of is game shows, and I've always thought about being a game show host, but I kind of don't know exactly if I'd be a great fit for it.
Well, you never know. You never know. Follow your dreams is what I always say, but stay within reality. Because like I'll never be an NBA player. Yeah, I'll be because I'm just not built for it. So there's some things that we can't do, and never can, never will, even though we really want to, and it's just a fact of life, right?
Yeah,
I'm not.
it's just the fact of life. Above and beyond says I didn't eat breakfast. Well, that's because this morning I didn't have very much. I only had eggs, but usually stuff goes great like bacon or sausage and pancakes. But the thing is, I did not get any bacon until later this evening when I went and did some shopping.
Well, I'm glad you got some bacon today. You don't want
Well,
to. You don't want
you're always crispy and fried to me, there, Grandpa Jim.
to. Not me, my friend. Not me.
I love you, man. But in terms of jobs myself, basically, when I was younger, in my teenage years, I dreamed of working at a video store, like I mentioned before. But nowadays, due to streaming services, there's not very many video stores anymore because most video stores are shutting down, even if it's a local video store. It's shutting down because nowadays people go to streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime.
That's true. That's true. What about trying to work for one of those?
I tried when I was younger, but I wasn't very much given an opportunity, and it wasn't because they did not believe in me. It's because my people around me thought that I was too wouldn't be too great at a job because I used to have serious mental issues that would cause me to have temper tantrums.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, yeah. What do you take medication for that, if I might ask?
I stopped taking medication back on January 1st of 2018.
Oh, did you? Good for you. And
Because
how's that worked out for you?
doing a lot better, but the reason why I kind of like
Angel has left the building.
the reason why I stopped was just look at how many I take in a single day.
Holy cow. That is a ton.
This is one of my old med packs that I kept just as future reference to remind people of the reason why I no longer take them. And I just didn't want to have the hassle in late of 2017 leading up to beginning of 2018 to continue taking these. So on January 1st of 2018, I made a resolution to myself to see how I would feel and what would happen to me if I stopped taking them in entirety. But I did not tell anyone or any of my social workers or any of the people around me until April of 2018. And when I did, they were overwhelmingly concerned. And I told them the differences that had happened to me since I stopped taking them.
Uh-huh. Has it been good for you?
It's been a hell of a good ride.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Well, that makes me happy, Angel. And thanks for coming on the show. I'm going to try to go to
Well, before I
sure.
get off and see if Arthur has his audio fixed, can you go to my Twitter right quick if you can? Because I posted a new picture on there, and it's a banner that Studio Geek made for me, and I want to get your honest opinion of what you think of it, if you like it or not, and what you think of it if I were to change that picture to as my new banner on my channel. I just want to know your honest opinion, because the thing that is kind of missing from it, in my opinion, is the little catchphrase at the bottom of my current banner where it says the channel that is full of variety. I mean, the hashtags on my current one are no big deal, but the one on my Twitter that I posted is there's a picture of my new profile avatar on one side and a picture of a microphone on another. And it kind of is a reference to BFI actually had a TV show that was on there, and with so many people that have come to my channel, they're like my special guest for the evening. But the only thing that is missing, in my opinion, is a little tagline on the bottom of my current one where it says the channel that is full of variety.
Okay. But what?
Go to my Twitter.
Oh, your Twitter.
Yeah, go to my Twitter.
Is it on your about page?
Yeah,
okay. There
my
it is.
Twitter is on my about.
Awesome. We are going to Angel's Twitter. There we go. Cool. Now.
And click on when you click on it, make sure you click on tweets and replies, because whenever you tag someone, your own tweets don't show up there. So yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. So you've got these pictures here.
Yeah. The one that is at top right there is
Yep.
the picture that Studio Geek made for me.
Uh-huh.
But as you can see, that's a picture of my new avatar that I had drawn of me last week that a lot of you found very interesting. And there's a picture of a microphone, and the only thing that is missing is the little tagline on my current banner of the channel as full variety.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish there was a picture of a desk to as though if I was a host of my own variety show on air.
Well, ask him if he'd change that up for you.
But what do you think of
in fact, I like it. Studio Geek says, Sammy says, I can do the tagline. He said in the chat. So there you go, bud. He'll add that to it.
All right. Yeah, what is your thoughts, Grandpa Jim, before I head off?
Oh, I told you I like it. If I would do anything,
is it better than my current one on my YouTube channel?
Well, only because your current one is misspelled, I'd say yes. But ask him if he can throw a blurred background behind there to kind of have that text pop off.
Yeah, can you throw like a blurred background in the back there, Sam? Because if you look at my current one, there's a blurred background of a view of the grass on my current one. And if you can try to get some form of blurred background, put it behind there with the one that you made for me, I would have to say that it would definitely be more fitting as a more appropriate banner that has both my current avatar and a microphone on the side. But the only thing missing, like you said, Grandpa Jim, or I should say my breakfast buddy, is you on my plate every day. The only thing that is missing is a blurred background.
Yeah, well, that's the tagline, and he said he could do both. So you are in like Flynn. Yeah.
Okay, get to it when you can later tonight, Sammy, and I'll let you get back to seeing if Arthur fixed his microphone on his little Theo, whatever the character from the TV show is Arthur is from. I hope Arthur waiting in the lineup here his microphone. If not, he might have to go back to PBS to get an audio adjustment.
All right, Angel. Thanks for coming on, man.
I'll talk to you later, Grandpa Jim.
All right, bud. Take care. All right, we're going to try this again, Arthur. I have unmuted you, and we'll see what happens there. Thanks, Brendan. I appreciate that. Don't know what to say about it. Yeah, I can hear you, Arthur. How you doing, man?
Okay.
Let me get your Chiron up here. I think I just had it. Yep. Sweet. There you go. How are you this evening, my friend?
Okay.
It's good to see you.
I'm trying to see why I'm still hearing Angel.
Oh, turn your YouTube audio off. Yeah, mute the YouTube video and just listen to the Zoom, and you should be just fine.
Okay, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So
That's really weird. Like, yeah,
well,
I can't see you on the Zoom.
you can't see me on the Zoom. Check your
But,
check your settings up top. You can go to speaker view or gallery view or all kinds of things. One of those will have
there we
actually,
go.
yeah, you should see both of us because what I like to feed the Zoom for you guys is exactly what's going over the air. So you know if you're on camera, you know, you're centered up and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can see. It looks like I've been on a drunk.
No benders for you, Arthur?
No, I quit drinking 24 years ago.
Oh, good man. Good man.
Yeah, a long time ago. But
So,
now it's just, I don't know what to shoot. And now I got two pictures.
yeah, you'll have me and you on the Zoom feed.
Right.
Yeah.
And then now I see myself.
That's fine too. That's fine too. That just means you're looking at both. If you hide your self view, if you hover over your self view, you'll see a little blue box open up on the top. One says mute. The other one is a 3-dot hamburger menu. If you click on that, hamburger menu and go down to hide self view, then that goes away, and then you'll see our split screen, full screen. Should.
Hide self video.
Yeah. Yep.
There we go.
Beard Tech guy, yes, I've been working in IT for approximately the last. Oh man. Well, shoot, easily since electronics since 89, 90. Broadcast television, and then since about 95, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do have a bit of a delay. Is that normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. Delay's okay. I'll just I'll make sure that I pace myself when I, ask or answer questions. So
Yeah.
what brings you on the show tonight, Arthur?
I'm just getting ready to start my own channel for live show, and I'm doing some testing, and I'm having a lot of issues with different formats. Yeah, I never had this problem before.
Huh.
And I think what it might be is on my laptop I have enough. I've got 18 gig of memory. Or
Okay.
16, whatever it is. And on my desktop I only have 8. So I think that's why I'm getting this delay, and all of a sudden my color looks really bad. It's really late.
Well, most of the time when you have trouble live streaming, it's going to be video card.
Really?
Yeah. Live streaming is very video card intensive. So, yeah. In fact, I couldn't do this as smooth as it is without like the ATI 1060, the NVIDIA. I'm sorry, the GTX 1060 to 1080. Those are the best boards to have for streaming. I mean, they're literally gaming boards, but they've got the cores and the memory and just the horsepower to make streaming smooth as silk.
Okay.
If you try to struggle with, say, like the IBM video chipset or something like that, it's low resolution, or you're going to be hurting it at high resolution.
Okay. Well, this is on my desktop. And with my laptop, I never had that problem.
Oh, okay.
I have 16 gig, memory on that. Come out nice, crisp and clear. And so obviously, I've only got 8 gig on this all-in-one computer. I mean, they're both Dells. But this one here is just not set up for streaming. So I'll probably have to double up the memory and maybe do another video card.
Yeah. But yeah, make sure you try to find out what kind of video card you got in that before you start spending money on memory, because I think your money's better spent on a kick-ass video card, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's yeah, and it's got to have a lot of memory too, right? So and that'll keep you from bogging down. Hello, Crystal Vanner, welcome to the show. And I also missed I Am Wedge. Ben on Adventures is here as well. Ward Spouse. Welcome, guys. So yeah, that is the thing. The video card is usually the bottleneck for people that want to stream at high resolution. So
it's got to be. I need to go back to my laptop. I never had any problems with that.
Yeah, it's probably got a pretty good video card then. Cool.
Oh yeah, it's sweet. Yeah. So
awesome.
Well, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to find out, get online somewhere and see, what this one would do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying also to look up two monitors as well.
Oh yeah, and that taxes it as well.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, like I said, I'm working with what is it, the 1060, and I'm running 4 monitors, as well as an HD live stream, and that's about as far as I would push this one. But I don't think I could get by with doing all that in something less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they can be pretty expensive. I think the 1060s are going on the used market pretty well now, but yeah, you could spend up what, $500-$600. Chad will prove me wrong on this. $500-$600 on a 1080. They can be pretty pricey.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yep.
I mean, the next thing I got to get is a better microphone. But, and that's probably next.
Mm-hmm.
And that should be okay, but obviously, I mean, this right here just tells me that I got to go back to my laptop.
Yeah, you'd probably be better off.
But the older we get, the harder they get to see.
Oh man, tell me about it.
So I got, I mean, I can do that and stuff, but I forget that I can't see my toolbars, and I get all frustrated. And, it just squirts the eyes and your back and everything else goes.
Yeah, well, I got 3 words for you. The first one would be cheaters. The second one, I mean, powerful cheaters. I guess that'd be 4 words. And the second one would be accessibility options. Make those things bigger, man.
Yeah, what we gotta do. So, long glad I found this out. I mean, I don't hear the echo or anything like that. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So,
fantastic, man. Well, I want to ask you what your dream job is, but I think you lived it, right? You're an artist, and is that how you made your money throughout the years?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've done that my whole life. Yeah, I've been a painting contractor for all my life, and then I had a paint contracting business for 10 or 15 years, and then I started a decorative arts business, which I've had for like 10 years, and then I ran them both at the same time, and that was a nightmare. But yeah, I mean, I paint murals, I've done pretty much everything. I still can, I just had a drawback on some health issues, and I'm kind of going through them right now to get back to my feet. And it's getting better, but it's been a few years. So, yeah, I just woke up one day and my legs stopped working.
Wow.
And, it was a trip, but I feel it's getting better,
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. I know that even the first time you came on, we had that discussion, and I'm so glad to hear that it is getting better, Arthur. I really am.
Yeah. Well, I'm usually a king, but at least I can get up and get about, so
yeah.
I won't be able to climb 30 or 40 feet, but that was the fun part.
Yeah.
I love doing ceilings. Yeah. Getting up there and, painting the fresco, painting like Michelangelo and those guys.
Yeah.
Wow. I loved it, stuff. But anyway, now starting up the online art shows, and that's why I'm doing this here, and membership site. Geez, I got so much going on that it's crazy. So yeah,
busy's good though, right?
Yeah, getting better. But life can throw a hell of a curveball at you.
Yeah.
And you got to be prepared for it. Because when it does, it does.
That's true. That's true, and that's a life's lesson for all you youngsters out there. Take care of yourself. Yeah, because you
only 58. This is like I'm an old man. I'm only 58.
Right.
And I don't feel old. I don't feel like I'm 90 years old, and longevity runs in my family. So
yeah.
Geez, man, I gotta start balling the jack. and getting back up here, getting drunk, getting back out. I can't wait. I'm going nuts. I don't want to spend the rest of my life in the computer.
Yeah.
But it's getting better. I gotta start selling my art again, because I can't do it from here.
Right.
I can get out there and post slides and wine and dine and maybe get out there and do some partying.
Well, I know I'm pulling for you, man. I want you to feel 58 again, and not 95.
Yeah, I'm getting better.
Good. Has the doctor got you on any exercises or anything like that?
Yeah. I'm working on my legs, things like that. And,
good.
Some days go better than others. Some days I feel so weak. That's hard for me to walk around the house. And there's other days I can feel like I can run a rabbit race down to the mailbox.
Well, you got to hang on to those days for sure.
Oh yeah, it's weird. But there's no explanation for it. I come down with some kidney stone problems, and I went through that like flying colors, and except for the pain part.
Yeah.
And then right after that, I got up and I hit the floor. My legs shook. And then after that, I bounced my head off the concrete 3 or 4 times from falling, trying to keep up with the dogs, and went through
oh yeah.
I don't want to talk about all that. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody cares.
We just want you to get better, man. We want you to be sprite and on your feet and creating that art again, man. So are you going to announce that new venture on your website?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will go ahead.
Landing page I'm working on. Have you ever used that program, Elementor?
What is it called?
Elementor.
Elementor? No. Is it?
Yeah.
For what? Developing web pages?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Landing pages, emails, news pages, and I mean, it's unbelievable. You know, I mean, you gotta really get the pro version, you know, which is the monthly fee for.
Mm-hmm.
I still have to do things cheap, you know, because I'm not making any money. But at least I'm back up on the internet, got my laptop back, and you know, I'm bouncing back. You know, so.
That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. I will try to link that in the description box, either this or the guest cut for you.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully we can drive some traffic that way, because I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, once I get up there, I'll get. I mean, the followers is not going to be a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I already got working on 1100 with YouTube, and I got a bunch on Facebook and LinkedIn, and
cool.
I mean, oh yeah. I mean, on LinkedIn, I got a group I'm managing of artists for almost 40,000 members.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I've been doing that for over 10 years. You know, so,
that was smart.
I mean, I was online before these boys were even out of diapers. Yeah.
Tell me about it.
You know, been LinkedIn going about 18, 17 years.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, I was there the first day they opened. So,
well, Arthur, like I said, I'm going to link that, and I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna try to I got 3 more guests to get up in like 20 minutes. So
cool,
if you don't mind.
Yeah, this helped me a lot.
Oh, dude, I'm so glad. I'm so glad it did help you out. And if you need any more help, just let me know. I would even be happy to do some tests with you if I have some free time. My email address is at the bottom of every screen, and Twitter, Facebook. You guys get a chance. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and if you got questions that you don't get answers on the show, by all means, email me. So thanks again, Arthur.
Good.
And take care of yourself. And go ahead.
I like your format.
Oh, my interface there.
Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
You know, I use OBS. And, you know,
you could do this in OBS.
Yeah. I was looking at that.
Yeah, it's just.
I can steal.
Yeah, it's one of the. And now I need that big X or the no sign to throw up on the screen. No, no, Arthur, you take anything from this show that you want to. I'm an open format sort of guy, so none is proprietary.
When you first started, I remember you and I got on together. Oh God, 6 months ago at least.
Yeah.
And you've been moving right along here, and even I can't believe some of the people you're getting on.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. So
it's
that's what I'm trying to create.
Sure. Well, like I said, let me know, Arthur, if you need any help on that live stream. I'll help you, buddy.
All right, appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. You have a good evening, dude, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Oh yeah.
All right, buddy. Take care.
All right,
bye. Bye-bye. Old friend of the show. He was right. He was he did actually come on about 6 months ago. And that was when I was, just getting started. That was awesome. It was great to have guests. Ghana, how you doing, honey? Thank you so much for that shout out and the mention on your page. That was fantastic. Muscar Appraisal, how you doing? Good to see you as well. I don't know, is that Bob or is that Jim? I always have to ask. David, the producer, how you doing, buddy? Always a pleasure seeing you here. And did I see someone else? Studio Geek, go ahead and turn your camera on there, bud, if you could. And we'll get you on, Sammy. There he is. Can you hear me, Sammy?
Yeah.
All right. Let me...
I'm rocking my AKG headphones.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Studio Geek 32. Sweetness.
Yes.
This is always somebody said that I need an interstitial for this sort of thing. All right, here we go. Sammy, how in the heck are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. And I wanted to say, people in the chat, I typed in the chat like 20 minutes ago and say, I'm thinking of leaving YouTube in like 3 or 2 months.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
So I always feel like YouTube is not doing the best at this time. Like, you can't do this, you can't do that, and I feel very like you can't do all of the things that you want. And like family channels, you can't do this. Like, there's comments disabled and all this crap that is going on YouTube. So I'm actually making a website called CreatorTube, and it's up, and the URL is like studiogeek32.com. If anyone wants to check it out, I'm doing it like hours and hours, and I'm using WordPress.
Wonderful.
So I'm using like the top of the line. Plus, I'm doing like hours and hours on end. So like I'm like doing this, and then so like in a couple of days I'm going to have like a login. I already have like a sign up page. People can sign up. That's really it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it has like a coming soon, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the next couple of days, weeks, I'm going to do that. And then I have all of this social media. I have Instagram, I have YouTube, I have everything, so that I can platform it, because I know a lot of people need this. Plus, I'm going to VidCon.
Awesome. Hang on just a minute, Sammy. Brandon, Sparks Family TV, they come in as you guys call in. So yeah, you're next though. So hang out, Brandon. We'll get you up after Sammy here. All right, go ahead, Sammy. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So like I'm going to promote it at VidCon, and I have all of this, so it's really exciting.
Wonderful. So so is that to say that you've decided not to jump off of YouTube? You're thinking about it, aren't you?
So the thing is, I'm going to be still watching on YouTube.
Okay.
But it'll be like harder to. Maybe I will create still and just post from my other one. Because the thing that frustrates me, I can't be myself really on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
I like music, I like this, I like this, I like that, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So and YouTube has this algorithm that they don't like this, they don't like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
A vlog. Then I can just create. And that's one of the reasons I want to make the site. And so I'm pouring out the time, the energy, all of it. Wait, quickly.
You answering someone in the chat?
Yeah, April, he wants to talk. I'm just going to
well,
say.
Go ahead and answer that. Let me talk for a moment while you're doing that. If I were you, Sammy, and this is just me talking to you, right? I wouldn't give it up so early, because what's happening now is their feet are under the fire, and I don't know what's going to come out of it, but I have to imagine that once they start seeing any real competition, they'll actually have to set rules. Now, you may not like those rules once they're set, but right now it's almost as though they haven't really set any rules. They're throwing them around like kids' toys. But eventually they're going to have to come up with something concrete so the rest of us, all of us creators will be able to follow some sort of real guidelines and rules. So I'd say stick it out a bit longer. Do it the other things you're doing. Diversify, man. Diversify. But
that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, but if you love creating videos, continue to create videos. And if you want to publish them on YouTube, then do.
Passion.
Yeah, right.
So I'm going to still be posting, but I'm not going to be doing this and that and staying on the stream. Or I don't need as much as, like, do you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. Exactly.
So I'm going to still be posting and all that.
Mm-hmm,
and I have been on YouTube since like 2015, so I have over 800 subscribers.
Mm.
So one day this week, maybe, or this weekend, I'm going to unsubscribe from everyone, and then I will resubscribe to the ones that I actually watch.
That's the important thing. Exactly.
Because this is wasting time.
Yep.
Because I actually watch when I'm working on this, I'm working on that. I watch these people that I look up to, or some of my friends, or someone that I know. So pretend I'm watching video calling show when I'm designing. I actually did that. So when Angel wanted this cool new hipster thing, I did it, and I think he likes it. After this, I need to talk to him about it, but it's a cool thing. And I want to tell you something that I really think that this will help me.
Sure.
So I got a DSLR like last year.
Okay.
And it was a Canon T6i. It was amazing. And me and my dad shared it because my parents have a business.
Mm-hmm.
So like we had a deal. He splits half. I split half. And then I just a couple days ago they need the camera more. So then why not? Can I just split? So we split the money. And then so I bought my own personal camera yesterday, and I have been loving it. And it's a camcorder, and you think, oh, it's I thought it was but now I'm actually happy.
Wonderful.
Because it's like a Canon Vixia HFR 800, something like that.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, it's $200 and it looks amazing.
That's cool.
It does not, and it's like great quality. And the thing I love about it, I'm an audiophile, so I have like a Rode mic, I have headphones, and they have two things I really love: an output to plug into my clean HDMI, plus a headphone port. So if I'm shooting at VidCon and I have someone behind the camera and I have a live system, they can listen to the audio. So if there's a problem, they can tweak it.
Right, right.
So if I'm like vlogging and I'm like, yo, blah, 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 and then I can have like earphones in that doesn't look like AirPods, that look like toothbrushes, something like that. But like that would be cool. So then if I can hear those, and if this sounds high, if this sounds low, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad you finally decided to go down that road. That's cool. That is very cool. Let me answer Angel real fast. Angel, if you wanted to jump in at the end of the line, I'll try. I'll try to. Yeah, he wants to come back on for a minute. I'll try, buddy. If not, there is tomorrow night. If I'm on tomorrow night and next week, tomorrow night, I'll talk about this at the close of the show. But I may not be doing the panel show tomorrow night for personal reasons. But you can try, Angel. You can try. Well, listen, Sammy, I got to move on to another guest if you don't mind.
I will say goodbyes.
Well,
goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for being on, buddy, and keep us apprised of what you end up doing, will you? And I think you've frozen. That's fine. All right, buddy. Take care, Sammy. I know we'll see him in the chat. All right. Now we have. You'll have to choose a mic. Let's see. And while you're choosing a mic, that gives me the opportunity. Because this is horrible. I mean, this mic is right in my way. I need to just do a shotgun or something, but I like talking into the mic. Can you hear me, Brendan?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
I absolutely can. I absolutely can. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Awesome. Hey, good. Not too bad. How about yourself?
Doing just fine. Wonder why things are getting a little stutter step there, but yeah, I saw you on last night, man. You popped in, and we were trying to get your mic working, and then you just you popped out. Hope there wasn't. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know. I was having some computer issues.
Oh, you were? Cool.
Yeah.
So what brings you on the show tonight?
Hey, not much, man. Yeah, I don't know. The lag is horrible, man. The lag is horrible.
Are you listening to the?
Trying to figure out why.
Are you listening to the Zoom feed or the YouTube video? Don't listen to the YouTube video.
Yeah, so I pulled up the Zoom feed, and I muted the YouTube video. So.
Oh, okay. It is. For some reason, you're a little laggy over there. I don't know why that is. Guys, let me know if I'm laggy on the YouTube video. I'm not seeing. Actually, my stream has solidified, so I don't know. It might be our connection.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've tried. Sometimes though, it's weird because sometimes I have to restart my computer, and I don't know. I have an outdated computer, so it definitely doesn't help either. So.
Oh, okay. Are you hardwired into your cable modem?
I'm not. No, it's running through Wi-Fi, but like a lot of times I'll go live, and most of the time, for some reason, I'll start my computer up, and I realize a lot of the issues will go away once I restart my computer. So, I have my mic set up and I have my video set up, but I don't know what it is, man. Most of the time I have to restart my computer to make things work. So,
you know what I do is I'll open up Task Manager quite a bit and make sure that there are no services that have been installed and startup processes that I don't want running. No, not leggy, Bob. Laggy. Thanks, Brand Ariels, and welcome to the show, my friend. Leggy. Well, I am kind of leggy. I've been told I have nice legs, but let's not go there. So, yeah, you've been in Task Manager before, haven't you? I'm hoping you run in PC, but.
Man, I'm in there. I'm actually in there right now as we're talking, and I'm ending tasks, like just going through right now. Just ending tasks.
Yeah. And then make sure in your startup only those things that are necessary are starting up, because you'll get crap like Adobe updates and shit like that, or stuff like that. I just ruined it for your guest cut, didn't I? Your kids won't be able to watch it because I cussed. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Okay. But yeah, that will clog up a computer quicker than anything else, man. I've got another laptop out there that I had.
For sure. Yeah.
I used to have to reboot all the time. So yeah, it's still awfully laggy. Oh, and on your live streams.
Yeah, it's super annoying.
Yeah.
It's definitely annoying. And
well, if you want to reboot, I'll move the next guest and then bring you on right afterwards if you want to. That's totally up to you, dude.
Well, I don't know if it'll make a difference, but I will say this, man. I just want to say I love what you're doing. I've been following you for a while. I know it's laggy, but I will say this. Like, I know I've been watching you now for a couple months. I just want to say congratulations to you because of the growth that you've had, and Can you hear everything I'm saying? I just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
Okay. Um, so, I've been watching your streams. I've been watching other streams. So what I started it's called Content Creator Hangouts. And that's the place because I've found out multiple places that, look, there's no place, really, there's hardly any places to build community on YouTube. So I started that. And, I find the influence through your channel as well. I love what you're doing. I love the content. I love the topics. Man, you're doing everything right. And Jim, I just want to say kudos to you. I really liked the topic yesterday. I was really interested in the topic yesterday, especially about quality over quantity. And but today's topic, I will say, I would love to do this full time. That has to be my dream job, is to do this full time. Early punch out for the military and and just make videos with the kids. So that would have to be absolutely 100% my dream job. So I really just wanted to.
Well, thanks for sharing both, Brandon. I so appreciate that. I got to watch your live stream, and honestly, when you were talking about my statement last night, take notes, and I think you actually went to your notes, which I thought was fantastic. I didn't expect that at all. Thank you so much for trusting the information I gave out that much. Thanks for the kudos.
Yeah.
But if anybody wants to know Brandon's thoughts on that, I hope it was good. Like I said, the wife pulled me away, and I couldn't listen to, wasn't able to listen to a lot of that. But if you want to know what his thoughts are, last night's subject, you went over that in great detail, and it was good stuff. It was really good stuff, my man.
Thanks, Jim.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, thanks for coming on the show, Brandon. We're
yeah, and no problem.
We'll work on these issues here and then have you back on because I think that's the wonderful thing about this show, right? We can revisit any of the topics I've ever covered in the almost 250 videos that I've created thus far. Doesn't bother me at all. So that's for both you and all you folks out there. So, but anything else, Brandon?
No doubt. All right, Jim. Yeah. No, that's it, man. Just once again, thank you, and for anybody that's looking on, making your videos better, ask yourself what is quality, because I find that to be so important. We're always worried about quantity over quantity, and that's such a big topic. So I love that you covered that. But yeah, only you can define quality, and pushing out videos is so important. And I always just say, just keep pushing out those videos. The first 100 videos are going to be your worst. And Jim, man, you're doing it, and I love to see your growth. And for any channels that are watching this that are looking for growth, focus on your content, and then your channels will eventually. Look, guys, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I know I'm lagging, but I just want to say thank you, Jim, and really, man, I know you got other viewers and other people coming in, so thanks for having me on here. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, Brandon. Anytime, man. You're always welcome. Thanks so much for coming on, bud.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's a common problem. Really is not hardwiring in when you're doing a live stream, which is why I suggest to you, Brandon, that you get an Ethernet cable that'll reach your cable modem, and that will eliminate a lot of that. And it sneaks up on you on Wi-Fi. It just sneaks up on you. Could be a '56 Chevy with non-resistor plug wires, drives by and just throws your live stream into the lake. So keep that in mind, bud. And we will have you back on. Let's see. Did I miss anything in the? Yeah, it was kind of stable. Crap, my dad makes me watch. Welcome to the show, my friend. That is Adam, for all you wondering. Awesome. Well, let's move to Miriam. Hello, Miriam. Oh, she doesn't have her mic turned on just yet. Hello, Miriam.
Hi. Let me just mute the. Yeah, let me mute that. All right. Hello.
How you doing tonight, then?
All right. So I had a topic I wanted to talk about. I want to see the best way to phrase this. So I've been thinking a lot lately. It kind of fits into having your own job. But I've been thinking a lot lately as a content creator about how a lot of the people in power, whether they're a boss or the client or the people who make the rules on YouTube, or even today, like seeing some of what the government was doing with the deepfake hearing, just like having people in power over your content that just don't make content themselves and obviously do not know what they're talking about and like how to deal with that. Because in the end of the day, you're going to have to work with other people and not everyone's going to be an expert, but people who don't even like spend the time to like do any research on it. Like, how do you, like, when you're like dealing with people who you have to deal with when making your content that just don't get what the issues actually are? Like, I just don't.
You don't know how to deal with those people?
Yeah.
Well, here's what I always use. And
like on multiple.
I'm sorry, I walked all over you. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh well, my philosophy is this, right? Is one, you should never take financial advice from somebody who doesn't make as much as you do. Same holds true here. And you know, we can be polite. It's like, yeah, you can tell me all you want to about how bad my channel is or what I need to do to improve it. But if you don't have the background to do that, then thank you very much. I'll either do what I'm doing or find somebody else who does. You know what I mean? It's exactly like looking for financial advice. Find somebody who's been in it a long time and is making money. Now, this is not a good example. I do give advice. I admit it, but I also give advice to some very large corporations for SEO, SEM, e-commerce, and I've been doing this probably as long as you've been alive. so I've got that. The only thing I don't have in the YouTube realm is a subscriber base yet, but I've only been doing this for like 7 months. So I'm sure that will come. Not only that, but I don't get to be in a niche. So I don't have the advantage of going over specific keyword phrases that not a whole lot of people search for call-in shows. My keyword phrases are all over the place, and I knew that going in. That's why I went in this hobby, not as a vocation. Did that help? Is that
a little? But like, okay, so maybe a better example based on what you said. Like, what would you do if like these companies you work with, these large companies that like that's where your paycheck's coming from, and like if you have to deal with someone who at the end of the day they have to be satisfied, but they don't understand what it takes to actually create the content.
Oh, well, in that case, because that's a little different scenario.
Yeah.
One, I would make sure that the goals are clearly stated. It's like, well, okay, this is what you're saying I need to do. Tell me what you want as a result of this. And as soon as you have that goal, then you can figure out how best to get there. If they don't agree with it, then all you can do is argue your point. Say, well, this is why. This is my experience, my my talents, and my whatnot has already proven this to be, or my research has proven this to be. If you don't want me to go down that road, let me know, but just know that you are changing the path of what I'm recommending, because they hire you for a reason, not just for fingers and whatnot. They hire you because they want you to solve problems, whether they know it or not. But you got to know what those problems are. So,
I mean, what's been scaring me lately is like you have because I was thinking about like I wouldn't mind like having my own business, or I've been doing a lot of freelancing work, but at the end of the day, you still have a boss. Even when you're your own boss, it's going to be the client, or with YouTube, Susan Wojcicki, all those people, like they still influence your business if like you're on YouTube.
Yes, they do, and a lot of times.
And the problem is like they have so much power and they're not listening.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Well, let me give you the benefit of my years of consulting work with as a third party, with corporations, not as an FTE. The first thing I do is when they ask me, can you do this for us, right? And it might be something like, can you market this website? Can you build this website? That sort of thing. The first thing I ask them is, well, what do you want as a result of this? They tell me, and I said, well, here are my recommendations. Now, if they change that, the first thing I'll do is say, well, that's fine. You can change that all you want to, but here's what that means. Like, let's say, for instance, they wanted a flaming rotating logo on that new website. I would say, that's fine, but you're going to be looked at as though you haven't updated it since 1996. And that's going to result in lower, fewer visitors, fewer, oh shit, a higher drop rate, and fewer conversions, which means you're not going to get the sales or the views or the downloads or whatever it is that the goal of that website is. So I'll be happy to do it for you, Mr. Client. But here's the consequences of your request.
Well, yeah, sometimes you gotta do that. Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, like even I got a project working in the background right now exporting, and the person sent me PDFs when they really should have sent me JPEGs, so I just threw it in Photoshop real fast. Like, sometimes it's not that big a deal, but like then you've got these really high up people that are kind of doing the same thing but slightly different, where it's not necessarily a client relationship, but it's got a similar effect in a sense.
Oh sure. But yeah, and that similarity is what you have to exploit, right? Because I always look at it that way, as I know best. You've asked me because you thought I knew best. Well, I'm telling you how I think it's going to be best. If you want to change that, then it's on you, and here's why. I know that's an overly simplistic answer, and I'm sorry for that, but that really is the long and the short of it, because ultimately you're going to be responsible for the work, and if you don't tell them what the downside to that is, and you go ahead and do it the way they want it, who's going to be looked at as the fail here, right? You are. You don't want that.
Yeah. I think really the thing is, like, I gotta find the right people to work with, because I'm kind of stuck in a weird situation right now where it's like I have some experience, like I've been doing this for 7 years, but my skill level isn't what it should be, because a lot of the people I've worked with don't necessarily work in any of these industries, like photography or filmmaking or editing or anything like that themselves. So what happens is, like, I'll volunteer, I'll get hired to do something for someone who doesn't know how to do it themselves. So I'm not boosting my skills enough. So then when I try to like work for someone who doesn't know what they're doing, they're like, "Well, you're not qualified."
Oh, that's yet another problem.
Yeah, I'm stuck in between, because I'm not quite entry level. Like, I'm a little higher than that, but I'm not quite like qualified either for a lot of these jobs that I've been looking at. Because people want to, like, especially with this creative work, they want to see your portfolio. Well, like, I haven't made a short film in like almost 2 years now, because I keep editing other people's stuff. And even if I wanted to make my own short film, like, you have to get the people together, you have to get like the funding for it. It's not that easy. So like all my work right now is very outdated.
Yeah, that happens. Well, let me ask you this: the subject of the show tonight is dream jobs. Do you? I'm guessing that you don't think you're in your dream job, or?
Well, I think the bigger issue for me is, like, I almost can't think about passions right now when I'm trying to like worry about paychecks and stuff. Like, I'm not even at that level. Like, like there's kind of like almost a stereotype with like people around my age that they're looking for their passion job and they're not willing to put in the work. I'm willing to put in the work. People aren't willing to hire me because they're like, "Well, you're in college. Come back when you actually graduated." And it's like, okay, like they'll hire high school students, but they won't hire people who are in college.
That seems odd.
I've gotten that a couple times now, where it's like there's certain programs for high school students and there's certain programs for college students, but who have just graduated or who are seniors, or like I'm cut in between the age groups for a lot of things. And also my school doesn't follow the normal semesters, so that also messes me up for a lot of internships. So I'm really struggling to like my resume is pretty full. Like, that's not even the issue. It's more like the skills that I'm trying to build at this point. Like, I've had job experience, but like, even just I took an editing class last term with this like Emmy nominated editor that works at my college. And it turned out that I was syncing audio completely wrong when I took her class. I've been syncing audio for years and I was doing it completely wrong. I mean, the way I do it works, but she explained why, like, when you do it that way, you actually have trouble if you made a mistake fixing it versus her way.
Well, that's cool.
So
sounds like very valuable information. Yeah. Well, you're at that strange age where, like right in between.
Yeah, And when the bills come, they don't care what age you are.
How true. How true. And believe me, I get it, because I've been there. I want to say several times in my life. So it's but it does get better. I mean, the more experience and those things that you were just saying a minute ago about how you struggle with some things because it may not even be in your wheelhouse and they've been asked to do it. Well, if you always get better at those. I always found that a wonderful thing. Like, I don't know if you watched my last jobs video, but I was talking about how I got into where I'm at now, right? Because I didn't start out in IT at all. I was actually an electrical engineer, both in and out of the military. And then I got into, actually, I was just doing web design as a hobby. And then the television station I was working at decided they wanted a website like everybody else did in 95, 96.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my job stuff open too, because it's like, even if you were to narrow it down, because I think what I've been gravitating towards is content creation and social media marketing, but even that's kind of broad, and I purposely leave it broad because even like I'm freelancing for this one person now, and one time they told me to take event photos, another time they wanted help editing their website. They don't even want the same thing every time.
Of course. Well, welcome to that. Humans being what they are.
Yeah, I still can't get over this one job wanted me to edit without editing software, and they didn't know what Adobe was. But it's like, but that's what obsessed me is like you have those people and like, okay, when the morning was watching the House hearing on the deepfakes, it made me really upset, even though like they weren't actually passing any legislation, because they were equivocating color grading with like harmful, misleading content, and I was just like, what? That makes no sense. Like, it was people who clearly never edited a video in their life talking. They're like, well, why don't we just regulate people's access to editing software? And I'm like, yes, we need to do something about some of these, like, social media platforms, but, like, don't take away my Adobe apps, you know?
Well, and it doesn't work like that, right? None of this. What was that commercial?
It just doesn't make any sense because, like, everyone color grades. You're gonna mark all color grading as fake news, like, that aren't even news posts? Like, it makes no sense. But that's what I mean. You got, like, these people who are high up that have no personal experience with it, but they're still affecting your livelihood.
Welcome to the real world. That's all I can say. That does not get any better because there's always people, especially in politics, that will inject their opinion on subjects they have not a friggin' clue about. And it's as rampant in the corporate world as it is anywhere. Sorry, hon. I mean, that's just the way it's going to be. Oh,
I'm just trying to break through a little bit because I'm just stuck right now. It's like a lot of places, they're just like, come back to us later, you know?
Yeah. I know. But you're young. You've got so much time to figure out where that break is going to be. And that was kind of the reason I had this subject for tonight, because you said you're stereotyped, your generation stereotyped for following their dreams. Well, I honestly think the stereotype's not a good thing, but actually trying to follow your dreams is a great thing. It doesn't mean that we're all going to I don't know, be able to sit in a recliner for a living if that's your dream. What it means is think about that thing that you really enjoy doing and then find a niche somewhere for that. And if you recognize it early, write it down, use it as one of your bucket list goals, then you'll actually get move toward that goal, whether you realize it or not. And it may be a totally different job, but somewhere in that niche, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know what's interesting is I thought, and then I saw how the industry treats it. So, like, I really loved video editing. I've loved it since middle school. I still love it to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
But when I actually did like industry type video editing using the filmmaking like process that a lot of like people in Hollywood use, I was like, I don't like this anymore. Editing a trailer was hell. My editing teacher made us go through so many re-edits, and she still said I had one of the better trailers, and I was like, this was not enjoyable. I mean, maybe with practice it would be, but like also it was just like very, very difficult without much reward.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. When you get into the big leagues on video editing, it is tough. It is really, really tough. A lot to think about. I envy those sort of people that have that sort of passion for, sitting down and concentrating on that sort of thing for hours, if not days, weeks, and sometimes months. So
Well, I think also I realized that I'm better at like the technical part than the artistic part, which I thought I was good at the artistic part. But like I run out of ideas too fast. And yeah, that'll probably come with practice. But like I'll be staring at the screen and be like, how do I make this better? I know it's not good enough, but like I'm out of ideas.
Sure, sure. Well, you got to look for inspiration. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
And there's no shortage of that.
Well, obviously just keep practicing. I mean, that's why I keep with YouTube with all the annoyance that it can cause. Is like at least I'm editing a video or two a week, you know?
Yep.
Like it gives me an excuse to even, because there was a point where I took a large break from my channel because I was annoyed with YouTube. And my editing skills actually went downhill because I was forgetting how to use Premiere because I hadn't used it in a couple like months. And I was like, huh?
Yeah.
How does this work again? So at least it like makes me like look at the editing software. It makes me try out new features, and if I get nothing else out of it, at least it's practice.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to leave you with this because this really helped me find out what I really love doing, both in the professional world and my hobby. If you really truly enjoy the outcome, right? You like to sit back and look at the product you've created, the video you've created, the spreadsheet, the report, the event that you're managing or something like that. If you truly honestly enjoy the results of the fruits of your labor, that's probably the one you should look for. And not only that, if you concentrate on the end, then the process throughout becomes easier. I hope that helps.
No, it's good to talk about, like, especially with people who actually do it. Like, I'll talk to people in my life about, like, the struggles of being a media creator, and they're like, sorry, like, at a certain point, they're not giving helpful advice just because they're not in it, you know?
Yes, yes.
Like, they'll give very basic advice, and it's just like, thanks, but, like, I've already tried that.
Yeah, yeah. I always just smile and thank them, and then, go on about my merry way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, Miriam. It's always a pleasure. I'm so glad you actually did decide to come back on. I wanted to talk to you about, whatever you wanted to talk about. I hope I helped, dude. I hope I helped.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it's just persistence and meeting the right people. I'm
Yes.
hoping that when I go to VidCon, it will spark some things, because either it'll draw people to my channel, or even if I just find some people to do work for, I don't mind that either. I like freelancing as long as right.
Okay, you broke up there, but
Oh, I did?
yeah,
Sorry.
it's
I
okay.
was just saying, I'm hoping that going to VidCon like sparks some stuff. Either draws people to my channel, or I'll find some people that might be willing to let me freelance for them. So
There you go. Well, I'm going to wish you luck on that. And of course, you'll have to come back on and tell us how it went.
Well, that won't be for another month, though.
Okay, well, you'll be back on before then, right?
We'll see.
Oh, cool. Well, thanks again, Miriam.
All right. Have a good evening.
You too, hon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We have 2 left in the queue here. And normally I wouldn't do this, but I got to for this guy. Can you hear me?
I can. How you doing?
Oh, I recognize that voice. Like I didn't know who it was.
Hey. Good on, Jim. How you doing?
Good, man. Let me fix your Chiron here. I can't stop saying Chiron. It's what we it's what we use in broadcast.
The man in the biz.
Oh, you just never forget, man.
Isn't that the truth?
There we go. Hey, it's been a long time since you've been on this channel. What's new in David's world?
Oh, I know, and I apologize. I've just been doing a lot of travel for work, so my apologies.
Oh, no. Never apologize for that, dude. I always appreciate you being here. And Rent-A-Grown, how you doing, hon? And everybody has to step away for a little while.
Yeah. Well, I'm back, and I do have a dream job.
Oh, well, tell us about it.
I want to be the Andy Richter to the video call-in show.
Dude, I'm taking applications. Wisco's already got his in.
Yeah, I bet he does.
Tony's got his in. There is a beer test on this, maybe even a whiskey test. I don't know.
Oh, beer test, he's got me beat. He's got me.
Well, I don't know. It might be one of those Wisconsin beers I don't like, but only time will tell.
I do have to tell you about how my week went this week.
Absolutely.
Because it was such a weird week, and I think you would appreciate this because I know you like comedy, right? So it doesn't start with comedy. It ends with comedy. So I went to New York on Tuesday, and if you recall in the news, that helicopter crashed in Midtown Manhattan,
mm-hmm.
Literally right in the center of the city, and it was a half a block from my hotel.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I heard the explosion from the top of the roof and just scared the crap out of me. I'm thinking, oh my God, why did I come to New York now? Right? I thought, oh my,
the timing, right?
Right? Everything's timing. And then all the news came out and we found out all what happened. And, it was unfortunate that, that guy had perished. The guy who actually drove or rode the helicopter just kind of had to figure out a place to land. And he's probably saved at least dozens of people's lives by not hitting the street, right?
Oh, yeah.
It was an amazing feat. That guy should be considered a hero. You really should.
Wonderful. The funny part about that is, David, and I don't mean to cut you there, but I haven't heard his name yet. I remember going through a couple early stories. I haven't heard his name. Maybe they're waiting to notify next of kin. But and on the flip side, somebody does something bad, I hear it immediately, which I wish I'd never hear it.
Right.
Isn't that strange? But that's just sideline.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? I still don't know the guy's name, and I've checked a whole bunch of articles, and they haven't released it yet. I don't know why. I can't figure that out.
That's almost spooky at this point.
Yeah, I can't figure that out. But so I was in New York and was out there for work during a trade show, doing something very boring, very mundane. And one of my buddies, who's a comedian out there in New York, said, "Hey, let's go out tonight. It's a really rough night in New York. Everyone's kind of feeling the pain of what's going on in the city." And I'm like, "All right, let's go out and have a couple cocktails." So he took me to the Cellar. Are you familiar with the Cellar?
I've heard of it, yes.
Yeah, it's a pretty famous place out there, and it's right by the Village, or in the Village, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up running into Colin Quinn, Dave Attell, and Sherrod Small, just hanging out outside.
Really?
Yes. And I convinced over a cigarette and a whole bunch of laughs, Colin Quinn to come on the show.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, congratulations. That's cool. That's cool.
I'm very, very excited about that. Yeah.
You guys have such a knack for getting high quality talent on your show. Really do.
Well,
I mean, not as high quality as my guests,
not even
but
close to yours.
No, but you get high profile. How's that? That's even better.
High profile. Well, it's luck and timing and just the situation, right?
Yeah.
You never know.
Well, sounds like you've always got your line in the water too. So that makes
we try. Well, like I told you before, for every one yes we get at least 20 no's.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
So how you doing, man? What's new and exciting in your world?
Actually, the latest is, and here's the reason. I told you guys I was going to tell you why I may not be doing a show tomorrow night. The wife and I bought a travel trailer.
Nice.
Yes, Monday, and we bring it home tomorrow. And you know how it is with new toys, man.
Oh my God, that is awesome! You are going to be doing nothing but cleaning it and furnishing.
Yes. Yes.
Stocking. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're not going anywhere in it until after like the 4th, but it's a new toy. We got to play with it, and there's going to be beer involved, and I probably won't be in any shape to go on tomorrow night.
Give me the specs. I got to hear the specs on this thing.
Oh well, it's a Winnebago.
You got a Winnie.
I got a Winnie, and it's a mini Winnie, but it's but the mini Winnies are 24 feet long.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's got one slide out with a wraparound dinette, which is also a bed, of course. It's a bunkhouse, so it has 2 bunks in the back for the grandkids. It's got an entertainment center in front of the in front of the bed. So, you have to go around the entertainment center, and the television swivels in the middle, so you can either watch it from bed or in the living room.
Right.
And
okay. So I kind of get where you're going with that. Yeah.
And the sink even comes out as an island. The sink countertop comes out as an island.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I'll try to remember to transfer some photos. Or
do you have a GoPro?
No, I have a Sony AS100, which is an action cam.
Okay.
And it's got a wide angle lens on it too.
I want to see a video.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Do a tour of your Winnie.
Yep. After we get it up to our specs.
Okay. Next question.
Well, we bought used. Let me finish that out. We bought used, so somebody else took the depreciation for us. Did that answer your question? Dude, I am all about that. I'm all about that.
That is awesome.
But it's a 2016.
2016. That's not that old. I mean, it's 3 years old. No big deal.
But we got it for half of what they retail for.
Of course. Because anyone who buys one off the lot,
yeah, believe me, we were fishing a barrel for a while because we went to several of those places looking to just see what we wanted.
Oh yeah.
And that one just popped out. We did our research and was like, it's too good a deal to turn down.
I am so jealous. You guys are gonna have a blast with that thing.
Yeah. Well, my sister-in-law has cancer, and they camp a lot, and we've been trying to spend a whole lot of time with them. So that's going to come in real handy.
Oh, well, that's awesome. That's really cool. You did that then. Yeah. And where is your first trip? Do you have plans yet?
No.
Do. I know you do.
No, we don't. We absolutely
You're
don't.
Kidding.
Not yet. No. But we will have this week. For after the 4th. Remember, after the 4th of July, we can't go anywhere until after the 4th of July. So we've got time to set our first plan. But man, it's so well equipped that we can almost go year round, even the Midwest. Looking forward to it.
Okay, here's the deal. So Juliet and I are going at the end of this month. We're going to be in Las Vegas. So I know you're not going to want to come out there with your Winnie then. But in July, we're going to be heading down to Nashville. Good idea with the Winnie.
Yes.
And then we're heading NOLA in August. Winnebago action down in NOLA. Just saying. Well, you're going to have to tweet me your itinerary. Absolutely. Love to meet you and your wife.
It would be great. I'm dying to share a glass with you guys. Just to sit back, glass and a cigar, and just sit back and bullshit. That'd be fantastic, dude.
We don't call it a glass. We call it a bottle. But,
oh, well, of course. I thought the bottle was implied.
It was implied. Totally implied. Hey, I know you got a whole bunch of people to roll through before you get out of here tonight, so I just want to pop up and say hi and just, missed coming up here and just want to say hey.
Well, I appreciate it, dude. You're always welcome on this show, David. I owe you a debt of gratitude for getting me Michael Price, and you're always a supporter of the show. I appreciate it, dude. I really do. And I only
My pleasure. And I got a couple extra guys that I want you to take a look at, by the way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Email is probably better if you want to.
I don't have your email.
It's right at the bottom of the screen, right there. Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. All right.
No. It's on every one of my videos. It's just videocallin@gmail. I mean, it's real easy. I keep that open all the time. I don't always keep open Twitter, and I certainly hardly ever keep Facebook open. That's for all you guys out there who been messaging me on Facebook. I'm as angry at Facebook platform as I am YouTube and all the rest. So email is best. Email is absolutely best.
Got it.
Yeah, and I only have Angel. He's going to come on for a very short time because I'm way over time. But I did tell him I'd try to get him back on. And then Bob Dip, you can come back on next week, buddy. Thanks for hanging out for as long as you did. But thanks again, David. I appreciate it, dude.
Be good, Jim.
Hey, you
Take
too,
care.
bud. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
One of my favorite meetups or not meetups, but one of my favorite people on YouTube just now. All right, Angel. I'm gonna give you just a few minutes to on the floor here, and then after that, I've got to go, my friend. How you doing?
Well, I'm back for a second time, and I love David, the producer. He seems a cool guy. I always wish he would come to my channel, and I always wanted to try and buy him on. But David, if you are actually a producer, can you produce a new form of video for me that you think would go well?
You'll have to take that offline, Angel. So what did you want to come back on for?
Basically, I want to get your opinion on an updated banner that Studio Geek made for me. If you can go back to my Twitter, I posted an update of like 2 different ones, and I just wanted to get to know, because the first one that Studio Geek made for me after I came on earlier this evening is a bit like a bit hard to see. Then he made updated one that I was talked to him to Hangouts after he got off of here. And so the first one you see is might be a bit too hard to see if I were to make that banner. Not the one underneath.
This one here?
One. If I were to have that as the banner, because it's super awesome and super unique, that really does look like a form of like a studio for a talk show. But if I were to use that, it would be hard to see. But that one is like a bit more upbeat. But the thing that is kind of like in the place for me is because I don't necessarily need to have, I think, my opinion to follow me on my social media there. I would rather have the microphone and the desk on the other side with my image where it is right now.
Mm-hmm. No, I like your ideas, and I would agree. You don't need the follow me on my social media because you're going to have those links probably in the lower right hand of your banner anyway. But other than that, yeah, I would definitely. But I like him. I like what he's done. Nice job, Sammy. Very nice job.
Cause yeah, the background of the world definitely is a great thing, but the thing is. The microphone and the desk, I think, should go on the other side with my image where it is right now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'd love to see that as well.
I'm going to try to speak to Sammy to see if he can get it like properly done, because he'll be available tomorrow, and I'll try to get it properly sized up for that can be able to see by everyone.
Very cool. Well, I look forward to that. I follow you, Angel. So if you want to tag me on that, I'll try to make sure I check my notifications, and if you want my opinion on it, I'm more than happy to give it to you, bud.
Yeah. Can you give me your opinion on like what you thought of those by commenting on the image just for personal opinion, and so that way I could like pass it forward of what Sammy can get done.
You mean on the ones you've got now, or the one he does?
Yeah, because basically, like, because my ideas pretty much are like good, and I will pass along to Sammy, but give your like opinion of what you think has changed.
Sure.
Because I may forget about it tomorrow morning.
No problem.
But I just want to make sure that you have what you think could be changed up, because I think it's a pretty awesome background with the little glow background of the entire blue thing.
Yeah.
That's more representative of a TV show or talk show than my current one. I mean, I like the one, but I just think that the one that Sammy made for me is a bit more representative of an actual variety night show or talk show.
Yes, I agree, and I will do that for you, Angel. Sound good?
Sounds good, Grandpa Jim. I hope you have a great night.
Same to you, buddy. Take care now. Bye-bye now.
Sizzling you up in the morning. You have a great night, Grandpa Jim. I love you, man.
You too, Angel. We'll see you, bud. Oh, that Angel. He's such a character. Crap My Dad makes me watch. Adam, I do see more collabs with Crystal Vanner. Crystal, I can't wait to have you back on the show if you're still in the chat. So know that for sure. Slipping Freedoms, thanks for being here. I don't know that I saw you earlier. Bought a travel trailer 2 weeks ago. Parked it on a river property bought the day before. 32 Gulfstream, 3 acres on the river. Loving it. Sweet. Very sweet. I'm so happy to hear that. We've rented a bunch and we've been on a bunch. Hey, Two Family Homestead, how you doing? And we you know, I'm an outdoorsman, just to the core, right? So I love being outdoors, and glamping makes it easier the older I get. So I am so there. Well, listen, guys, it's 11:40. It's been a long night for me, and if I go live tonight or tomorrow night, if I find time to go live tomorrow night, I'll certainly put out an event. So look for that. Otherwise, make sure you join us Monday, where we'll be back with another topic. I haven't chosen them yet. I usually choose them over the weekend. Keep you curious. I want to thank all of my guests. You guys were fantastic. All of you guys in the chat. I just love seeing that chat roll. It's so fun. And all of you who've watched this after this live stream is processed, I want to thank you for being here. And of course, if this is content that you dig, showing my age, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, Sue. And by the way, it doesn't hurt to share my videos out. It doesn't hurt a bit. Thanks again to everyone. And I'm going to leave you with this. Make sure that you treat others the way you would want to be treated. If everyone did that, this world would be a better place. Have a good evening, folks, and we will see you live.